officer now has been charged in connection with a videotape.
Tracy's joining us with our forecast now and a big smile on her face.
I never bring cold water to the set, do I?
Should I just throw it in your face?
I think so.
Tell me why.
Calm down.
Yes. You have to explain yourself now.
You'll see in a moment. It's a little tease.
So stay tuned.
Yeah, okay. We're going to talk about the weather first. 68 degrees was our high temperature. Temperatures have been falling throughout the morning, and the reason being we have had a cold front go through the area. Average high today is 58 degrees. 38 is the average low. Now, allergy counts, those trees, problematic still. They are in the high range. So this wind, it is out of the west-northwest at 20 miles per hour, relative humidity at 44%, 59 in Gurnee, 62 at the lakefront, 62 degrees at Midway, 62 degrees currently in Joliet, 59 Rockford. Look at the temperature, Madison, 52, well behind the cold front there. We've had a lot of cloud cover with us this morning, but now the cloud cover is breaking up. We will see those skies becoming partly sunny through the afternoon, and we are done with the rain. We had some rain in here, especially across the southern suburbs this morning, but it is done. It is moving off to the east, and this afternoon becoming partly sunny, windy, definitely feeling cooler out there than the past weekend to be in Chicago. How about that? All right, well, last August, our next guest promised me he would come back the next time he was in Chicago, and he is a man of his word. That was him and me last August. Michael Easton's latest graphic novel in the Soul Stealer trilogy will be out in June, but he is in town this weekend for the C2E2 convention at McCormick Place and a charity event at Zany's. But he stopped by here first. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. It's very kind of you.
So great to have you back.
Thanks.
You promised. You're here. All right, the continuing saga of Kaylin and Oksana in Last to Die. This is in the trilogy of Soul Stealer. What do we expect in this novel?
This is the big finale, the big epic conclusion. This is what we've all waited to see. So it's been very exciting. We've been really overwhelmed by it. You know.
The artistry, the artwork is just amazing in this book. And I have to tell you, and I think I said this last time, but I'm repeating myself, such a vivid expression of passion in this book. It's such a quick read, yet I wanted to read it slowly to absorb the emotion of it. How do you read a book like this? Is that a silly question?
I think late at night, and if at all possible, just a little drunk, and then your heart will just pour out.
Well, I wasn't drinking at the time, and my heart was pouring out while I was reading it.
I'm glad we had that effect. A lot of that has to do with Christopher Schei's art. He did all 3 of the books with me, and just a genius. I mean, he's just everything is. They're like Baroque paintings, everything that he does. It's just beautiful. It is beautiful.
But do you actually sit with him, you know, while you're writing, and is he sketching while you're writing, or?
No,
how do you come together?
No, as a matter of fact, we worked for a year on the first book, and we never met, which is kind of strange. I know.
Wow.
But I kind of write what I'd like to see. Most of the writing you don't see. You just see the words, and then Chris takes it and interprets it. So it's wonderful. It's a nice process.
It's a beautiful interpretation. Okay, we have to get to One Life to Live.
Excellent.
All right, I'm having a problem with this storyline. You and Marty and Natalie, I don't like Natalie being involved. Do you have an opinion on that? I don't like you with Natalie. I'm sorry, I don't like you with Natalie.
You know, I got a whole list today from the network, and I have to toe the company line on this. About things I couldn't say here.
I know.
Yeah, no, people have different passions, different ways. I think the story comes to a conclusion here in the next month, though, and a lot of that gets sorted out. So we have a lot of stuff going on.
Well, this is a bit of a scoop for our viewers, and I am allowed to reveal the fact that Marty does get pushed down the stairs very soon. She is pregnant. Do you know who pushed her?
I do know who pushed her.
You do?
Can I tell you? No, they told me I cannot say that. It becomes a thing that affects several of the characters, Todd and Cole and Star and Natalie, and that's about all I can say.
Okay, I know a lot of people like you with Natalie, but I don't. Okay, finally, last August, I mentioned to you that I was perfectly willing to be included in a storyline with you. It hasn't happened yet. Can you explain why, or?
I can't explain why.
Okay.
I can't explain why. We're working on that. We're going to get you something really nice. I would love to work with you. That'd be fun.
Everybody heard that. You know, we have a lot of viewers, so everybody heard you say that.
We're not taping this, are we?
No, this cannot be edited. It is
Oh,
live.
my goodness.
All right, so you heard it here. I will be on One Life to Live. Yeah, right, he said that last summer.
I do.
Really?
I do. I'm
Okay.
going to talk to Frank when I get back.
Okay, all
I
right.
have to
We'll
be
see.
up there.
I know.
Would too, especially if you have ever sent a child to sleepaway camp or if you went to sleepaway camp yourself. Diane Falanga, who is from this area, survived the letters from camp that her own daughter wrote to her, and then she compiled this book. It is called P.S. I Hate It Here. It's so funny. You know, we were supposed to try to pick out some of our favorites and just a few so that we could show them here on the air. And we were having so much trouble picking
Narrowing
out
it
just a
down.
few because we
Yeah.
loved them all.
Yeah. So tell us how this came about. Was it a personal thing first?
It was a personal thing first. So my daughter, who was 8 at the time, she's now a preteen, but she was 8, and she convinced us that she was ready for overnight camp.
Okay.
And we had our doubts, and she won. It was a compelling enough argument, and she was seemingly rational about it.
Right.
And we shipped her off, and then the first letter started to come in.
And what'd she say?
And that, you know, to give you an example of,
Okay.
of the very, very first letter, it was, I cried because I got homesick. They made me clean the table. I want to go home.
Yeah.
I stopped crying, but we have chores today. I am scraper, sweeper, and maid. So there.
Skies are becoming partly sunny this afternoon. Very windy the rest of the day, too. And now,
Now, time for soap
She
trivia,
promised
right?
she would be back.
told you.
Can you do our soap trivia question?
I would love to.
Okay.
Okay.
It's going to be very embarrassing if I don't know the answer.
How about read the prompter? You get to
I'm
use
gonna
the
read the
prompter. You
prompter.
usually have to
Prompter,
memorize
right.
everything.
Well, sometimes. We've been known to tape them to other actors as they walk by. On One Life to Live, who is John McBain's ex-wife?
That's your ex-wife, right?
Yeah.
Have you been married
Do
a
you
few
know the
times?
answer?
I believe I do. That would
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
It's
yes.
Blair. I'll just go ahead and answer it.
Okay.
Lovely Cassie DePaiva.
Because I want everybody to know that you can meet John. He's doing a book signing in his latest book, Soul Stealer, Last to Die. You can meet him today. McCormick Place. Bye.
Thank you for
Okay.
joining us.
Thanks
Very
for
nice.
having
Here are Lori.